Right now, the Knicks are +7 in rebounding in the game. They're shooting 54%. They lead by 3. Second quarter is underway. Shamet is in. He's on Pritchard. Here is Brown. Towns will defend. Jaylen Brown will try to work inside. It's Porzingis against Robinson. Rebound Towns. He's got inside. Karl-Anthony Towns and tipped up and in by Robinson again.
Nice job there by Mitchell Robinson again on the offensive glass.
It's a 3 from White in the corner. Robinson the rebound. Shamet will release. And Cam Payne, who comes in for the first time, will give off to Towns for 3. Rebound inside. McBride dives and gets it to go.
Joe Mazzulla, you boards here. The Knicks offensive rebounds extending their lead.
That's a foul on New York on the missed 3 by Brown. A little more than a minute into picked up his first foul. They got those guards getting a lot of minutes, going deep on the bench when Brunson was out. 3 by Brown, rebound by Shamet. So those guards and the depth at that position really put the onus on New York, and Brown trying to defend Towns, and that is a tough chore, and a foul goes on Jaylen Brown. Number 2 on Brown.
Already 5 offensive rebounds for the Knicks. And that's something that Coach Mazzulla in our meeting beforehand kind of highlighted, keeping this team off the glass.
Back-to-back 50-win seasons for the Knicks. 30 years since that has happened. Pat Riley coaching here at the Garden. The last time that occurred in the 90s. Towns will take it inside hard. For Brown. Steamrolls the defense of Payne. That is an offensive foul.
And you can tell something's up with that knee because
asked Jason Tatum and Coach Mazzulla specifically about that knee, and Jason Tatum says Coach Mazzulla does a great job of trusting us. So if there's a problem with our body, we are professionals enough to know what we need to make it through this. Coach trusted. He confirmed that. He said, listen, every player's playing through some sort of an injury or a nagging pain right now. So the trust factor between coach and the players is big on the Celtics team.
Yeah, that was interesting. Reg was at the
sometimes just being on the floor gives
national TV schedule tomorrow. Lakers, Mavs, Nuggets, Kings, both on ESPN. Thursday, Wolves will be in Memphis. For more on these games, go to NBA.com. Payne a 3, no. Rebound by White. He's coming off a 19-point performance Sunday against Washington. Here is Porzingis.
Oh, what a pass.
What a pass. What a fine finish. Well by Hauser.
First of all, Hauser with the nice screen, the split screen, and then dive. Once the confusion, beautiful play to dive down and get the pass.
Payne slaloms his way the other way. Here is McBride. It's Towns thrashing his way into Brown. Good shot. Boy, he is on tonight. Karl-Anthony, as you said, he's only averaged 15 against the Celtics this season. Pritchard will drive. Shamet is there with an easy 2 for the Boston guard.
He straight moves Shamet out the way, and he's given up Andrew Shamet. Nice move there by Pritchard.
Last time they met late February, Boston won by 13 points. Towns across the way. Beautiful offhand shot by Karl-Anthony Towns with 16.
Nice little jump hook there by Karl-Anthony Towns over that right shoulder. Going into his bag here.
Here's White, hounded by McBride. Pritchard, Hauser, White, the fake, the fire, missing the 3. Rebound.
He's doing a better job getting closer to the basket.
Towns on the move, 15-footer off the glass. That time he puts it in. The lead is 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Porzingis, it's a 3. Lake Crows, McBride. Nice stroke there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, with
Porzingis and Hauser and Pritchard racing the other way. White uncorks a 3. Rebound inside offensively. Hauser to his knees he goes. The ball jarred free. Here come the Knicks. Shamet and Towns. Payne, the fake, the feed, and picked off by White and fouled by Payne as he was flying the other way. 7:08 to go here in the second. And tonight from Madison Square Garden, the NBA on TNT is brought to you by Applebee's and arresting Brunson. And he is on a minutes restriction here. And as Tom Thibodeau was telling us before the game, finding his rhythm, knocking off a little bit of rust, all important steps as they head to the playoffs.
A minutes restriction. In his first game back, he played 34 minutes.
I know it.
What kind of minutes restriction is he on?
In the corner, it's a Kristaps Porzingis three-point hit.
That's back-to-back threes for Porzingis.
He's got 8. Under 7 to go. Weaving his pain and out of bounds. That number of wins with a lot of different looks.
And that's why there's a lot of optimism in this organization come playoff time, having the health.
Pritchard 3. With a rebound by Shamet. Andrew Shamet has played with a variety of teams. Here's Towns, came in the trade in October. In the corner, Shamet 3.
You've got that 2-and-1 on the backside.
Boston shooting 41%, 56% shooting for New York. Porzingis with a 3. Hauser took a swipe at it, out of bounds. The Knicks need 1 win or a Pacer loss to clinch the number 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. Rebound. Tatum, and he goes down low. Porzingis, he was shoved by Bridges. There is a whistle and a foul. Make every play, pass, and point mean more with FanDuel. It's America's #1 sportsbook. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today.
Starting 5 on the floor now for the Knicks.
Tatum, long 3. Anunoby is out there defending. White will try to save. Diving is Hauser. It'll go across the line, over and back. It'll go to New York. So, Reggie, the Celtics had a month of March on the road under Joe Mazzulla of 8-0. And this is their first
big-time victory. That's what helps you come playoff time.
Bridges a 3.
Nice little run here over the last minute and a half, especially from 3 for the Knicks.
His first basket tonight. Cornet is back in the game. Porzingis is out. Tatum is tangling with Bridges on top. The Iron Man.
But more importantly, look at what they've done defensively. I mean, they have stepped up their game at that end as well. We know offensively under their point average. Again, this team is rounding, trying to run it back on back-to-back championships here.
Well, they're also trying to get to 60 wins again, with the best road record in franchise history, which we've talked about, but aiming for back-to-back 60-win seasons. Last time that happened, here's Hart and Brunson, Anunoby. Look at them clam their way into Towns, and he still was able to make it go. He has been unstoppable, and 20 points for the New York Knicks. Grew up in New Jersey and was traded from Minnesota here in early October. Hart reaching in, poking at Tatum. Tatum through traffic. In the corner, White. He tees up a 3. Towns had the ball. Tatum shoved him, and Tatum picks up the Boston foul.
This zone.
Anunoby. Long shot won't go. Rebound chased and retrieved by Bridges.
Another offensive opportunity for the Knicks.
Here comes Anunoby down the lane and fouled as he was bashing his way to the rack. And a foul called on New York. This Anunoby, the 32 points he scored Sunday here against Phoenix. Mention this, 20 points or more was out, Reggie. His scoring went up an average of 5 points a game for New York.
Again, playoff time, and you mentioned this earlier. This is only the 5th time that this starting 5 really has been on the floor together. Season begins.
Cornet picked up his first foul. Biggest lead for New York right here in this one of 11. Holiday catches, moves by Hart, kicks back to Tatum, the 3 over Towns. Rebound Hart. Knicks on the move. Approaching 3.5 in the half. Brunson, Bridges, 3, no. Rebound chased, and Holiday will watch it go out of bounds. It's Boston's ball, as they'll bring back in Porzingis and take out.
Guarding Porzingis, who's more of a pick and pop type player anyways.
Boston 6 of 24 with 3.
Got to
and to get their 7th right there, laced by Porter. Boston has made more three-pointers this season than any team in the history in a single season in the NBA. Hart triple teamed. Porzingis knocked it away in the corner. And Brunson will try to make a move.
Porzingis with the block. 6
on the shot clock. Quickly to Hart. Cornette will defend. Hart hands off. Bridges fading away. Got it. Knicks are shooting 54%. And a quick foul is called on Bridges, and that will be number 3 on him with under 3 to go.